It's finally happening! Tom Aspinall's first title defense is basically locked in, with Alexander Volkov and Jailton Almeida officially booked. That means one thing: Aspinall will face Ciryl Gane next, and it's about as certain as MMA YouTubers posting McGregor's junk on their thumbnails for the next 2 weeks. Up until now, it's been pure speculation. Some fans were pushing for Jailton Almeida, especially after Tom himself hinted that it could be an exciting matchup. Others wanted the slick, high-level clash with Gane, and now we've got our answer. Almeida and Volkov is happening, which by the way is a total banger on its own. Add in the fact that John Jones is talking about returning in 2026. Yeah, that mythical Jones-Aspinall showdown is dead for now, so the only real option left is Gane. And realistically, despite not having the most decisive performance in his last outing, Ciryl Gane versus Tom is a sick, stylistic matchup, two of the most technical heavyweights in the division. This one's going to be fast, fluid, and way more dynamic than your usual big man slugfest. The MMA community is not so happy though. Uncle Chael, for instance, completely ripped into the matchup, claiming no one wants to see it and that it shouldn't happen. But Chael, there's no one else. Tom's in desperate need of an opponent after Jones wasted over a year of his time. What about you, fans? Do you want to see it? Leave your comments below.
And it's a 4-1 spread for Tom. You understand what 4-1 means? 4-1 means the audience doesn't want to see the fight. You end up with championship fights that are 4-1 and 5-1 and 6-1 when you can't do anything about it. You've got a champion, you got a #1 contender, you did all you could do to separate them for as long as you can, you got to show some respect to the integrity of the rankings, and off you go. No meaningful fight that you're going to use to move a needle or sell out an arena can be 4-1, just so you understand. So if you're in the position where you get to make any fight that you want, except for, of course, the one that you've spent 6 months trying to make, I don't believe you're going to make one that is 4-1, which represents a lack of interest by the audience. Now, the other thing that you're going to need is for a very good case of amnesia. And all of the media, and the media loves to do this, they're pretending right now. They're pretending that they want Ciryl and Tom. The moment they get confirmation, they are going to turn and bury that fight.
Paulo Costa is keeping the heat on Khamzat Chimaev, saying their beef has gone way beyond trash talk, it's gotten personal. He had already mentioned that Khamzat messaged his wife privately, but now he's revealed the content. In a recent interview, Costa went deeper into what really set him off. Khamzat actually told her to get a better man, and sent a string of disrespectful messages that Costa called absolutely crazy. And what's even wilder is how this is being received. In Khamzat's culture, coming from the Caucasus region, this kind of behavior is way out of line. There's a strong code of pride and respect, especially when it comes to family, and usually issues are handled face to face, man to man, not going behind his back and messaging his wife. That's considered a massive disrespect. Because of that, Khamzat's actions have sparked serious backlash, not just online, but even from people in his own hometown in Chechnya. Now Costa says he's locked in and ready to bring back the wild version of himself, the OG style, the swing and bang Paulo fans loved from day one. He's vowing to dominate Roman Kopylov this weekend and says as soon as that's done, he's calling out Khamzat directly. No more Twitter jabs, no more messages. He wants a real fight, and he wants it next. Truth is, most people don't really care about Costa right now, but with a statement win this weekend, who knows, maybe he can remind everyone why he used to be a problem. If he shows up like the old Paulo, he just might force people to pay attention again.
Doesn't matter if he won that fight or not. Doesn't matter. We need to fight. He talked very bad things about me on my girl Instagram DM. So this is totally personal. I feel angry just to hear his name. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the victory and I'm gonna call his name. Doesn't matter if he win or not.
What kind of things was he messaging her?
Yeah, dirty things, you know, like, yeah, you should look for better man, something like that, you know. Bad things, dirty things, you know. It is not a kind of a real man, confident man, or to do, you know. Why he messaged her? Why he didn't message me instead of her, you know?
Arman Tsarukyan just went off on Ilia Topuria again, throwing shade at the newly crowned lightweight champion following his massive KO win over Charles Oliveira at UFC 317. Arman says Ilia tends to gas out when pushed and doesn't have high-level grappling. He confidently stated that both he and Islam Makhachev would easily hold Ilia down in a fight. Arman also teased his game plan, hinting that he already knows how to dismantle Ilia's striking-heavy style and expose the holes in his ground game. The beef between these two has been brewing for a while, and now with El Matador holding the belt, the stakes are even higher. Stylistically, it's a fascinating clash. Arman's relentless pressure and wrestling versus Ilia's knockout power and slick boxing. And while this fight isn't likely to happen next, it feels very possible in the near future. The only thing holding it back is the UFC's lingering frustration with Arman after the fallout from his failed main event booking against Islam. Dana hasn't forgotten that, and that is the reason Arman is being kept just out of reach of the title shot for now. But if he grabs another big win and keeps the heat on, it's only a matter of time before Arman forces his way into a grudge match with Ilia. When it finally happens, expect fireworks. Here's what Arman had to say. He's a very good boxer, hits extremely hard, really heavy punches, and he's patient. He doesn't rush, he waits for his moment, doesn't force things. That's a very strong quality, and not many athletes have that. Even if he takes a shot, he doesn't panic, you know, he stays calm, moves with precision. He has a high fight IQ. Those are his strongest traits. His weaknesses? It's the clinch. Specifically, in the clinch exchanges, he starts to gas out. That's where I'll need to focus, to take away that power of his. He hasn't faced strong wrestlers. There was only one guy, Bryce Mitchell. He's the only one who took him down and held him there, but even he isn't a high-level fighter, so I can't fully judge his grappling off that. But I know that guys like Islam, like myself, those kinds of wrestlers can take him down and control him without much trouble. Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo doubt that Dustin Poirier will actually retire, especially if he loses. It's an interesting stance, especially considering the UFC has heavily marketed this whole card as Dustin's last dance. But let's be real, their take is up for debate because realistically, if Dustin won against Max, that's exactly why he might not retire. A win puts him right in line for a massive showdown with Ilia Topuria, who's red hot right now and brings huge star power. That's a championship fight, that's a payday, that's a reason to keep going. But let's not get our hopes up, MMA fans. The Diamond is most likely walking away after this one.
So if a guy like Max Holloway does get it done, I don't think Dustin will say goodbye, bro. I just don't. I don't know. I could be wrong.
How believable do you believe? How truthful do you think that is?
Oh, fucking
that Dustin Poirier is done.
Well, look at me. How many times did I retire?
That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.